back to our weekend warm-up show. I'm here with my favourite co-host. Welcome back, Rick.
Thanks, Belinda. Happy New Year, guys. Hope everyone's watching through our YouTube channel. Can't wait to get started tonight because we've got some exciting news to go through.
Yes, Rick, we do. We've got so much to cover tonight, so let's get it started. So we're going to cover the first team played Campbelltown City last week.
Yep, the game ended 5-1.
So how did the game play out, Rick?
Yeah, I wouldn't take too much out of the score itself. The first half, Eastern United were actually up 1-0. I thought the Eastern played quite well. Basically, it was all a defensive game against Campbelltown. But the backline stood up, built strong. Even the first 10, 15 minutes after half time, we played strong. Then obviously with some changes, Campbelltown made changes, we made changes. You can see the difference of level of players. Yeah. But overall, I think the coaching staff will be happy with the outcome.
Right. So let's watch the highlights of the game.
The game started with the Red Devils dominating possession and keeping the Saints at bay and only allowing them to counter. The Saints set themselves in a 4-4-2 shape and were happy to sit back to absorb pressure and break quickly on the counter. Both Isaac and Nickel and Martia seemed the heat wasn't a problem for them and kept running and applying pressure in the midfield whenever a Campbelltown player was having a heavy touch. Campbelltown had a glorious chance to make it 1-0, but Freeman Johnson was quick to sprint off his line to close the angle to the Campbelltown forward, keeping the Saints levelled. Johnson was called once again in action when Marino played a diagonal switch to Matsumoto, who found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper but couldn't convert. As the half wore off, Campbelltown press was fading off, allowing the Saints to have a bit more joy with the ball. The Saints nearly took advantage of that when Manadakis found Lessie free in the box, but unfortunately for the Saints, the linesman flagged for offside. A few minutes later it was a quick free kick from Herman, who after speeding up the game he made a run into the box and waited for a pinpoint delivery from Lessie but couldn't convert on his weaker foot. Quick set plays was a theme for the Saints, and after Thanasi played a quick short pass to Isaac, who delivered a cross in the box, which was cleared but not with a lot of conviction, the ball landed into the feet of Martia, who couldn't keep his shot on target. There was a drink break due to the extreme hot weather. This allowed the coaches to give a few more indications to their players. Indications that have been perceived well by the Saints players as they started to enjoy a bit of freedom in the opposition half. Riak found himself into the opposition penalty box but couldn't really find a way past the opposition defence in 2 occasions. Campbelltown's most dangerous men were William Trey and Matsumoto, who started to be more and more familiar with the Saints' penalty box. Freeman was again the man of the moment a few minutes later when Trey Williams delivered a cross into the box, but the cross couldn't be converted in a goal due to Freeman's double save. It was Freeman who once again in the thick of the action, when he played a quick free kick short to Manadakis, who crossed to Lessie, who used all his experience by first body checking the goalkeeper and making him drop the ball, and secondly putting his body in front of the ball, not allowing the goalkeeper to get to it in a legal manner and finding a penalty on the way. Who else stepped up to take the penalty? Well, no other than Nickel and Mattia, who converted, giving the lead to the Saints. The half ended with Alex Mullen hitting at the ball from 35 metres with a lot of power but couldn't find the target. Campbelltown's coaching staff must have asked for a strong second half performance to overturn the scoreline, and their players surely answered from the first couple of minutes. Matsumoto received the ball down the line and found Pissaneri in a pocket of space, who had all the time in the world to aim and shot, a shot that eventually got saved by Johnson but not parried away, and Mark Marino was the quickest to react. The Saints tried to bounce back straight away, but Isaac's shot was saved and the lead for the Red Devils remained intact. Pissaneri started to shift gears, and a few minutes later he found another bit of time and space 35 metres away from goal and sent the ball in the back of the net, giving the Red Devils the lead. A lead that was never in doubt once both teams swapped the whole starting 11. Campbelltown in the dying moments of the game managed to score an additional 3 goals, leaving the Saints empty-ended and stamping their authority on them. The game finished 5-1 to Campbelltown City.
Okay, now let's hear some post-match interviews.
Yeah, we spoke to Parley and Herman. Let's see what they have to say. Herman, firstly, we'll touch on the two previous games, Campbelltown and Para Hills. How'd you see the boys?
Against Campbelltown, the first half was we defended really well. It was more of a 50-50 game. They had more of the possession, but because of our defensive line, well structured, they could not break us down, and we played what the coaches said, hit them on the counter, and we struggled to handle our wide players, our forward play, direct play, which I think going forward that will be the best way to play against a great opposition as Campbelltown, the quality they have. So the first half was good. Second half, we started a little bit slow, conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes, which is not good for us as a team, but it's something to improve on us. The preseason goals, and especially before the season starts. And then on Tuesday against Para Hills, throughout the whole game, from the first whistle, from the warm-up, you could tell the boys were ready. They were in their natural, happy mode. From the first whistle, we hit them on the counter, we played them in the middle, won our 50-50s. Going forward, we should have been at least 6 in the first half, but up front, we're still practicing on finishing, and I'm sure by the season start we'll be finishing. And the game ended 3-0 our way. Should have been more, but it's a good result, and what a very good performance from everyone, and even the young boys that came on, they did absolutely well.
Yeah.
So
I've noticed you use the flanks a lot. You got Isaac and Nick on the flanks there.
yeah, Isaac, we use the flank a lot because in the middle we're very congested. So for a team to break us through the middle, they have to be absolutely good quality. And it also comes down to the coaches and the way they structure the team, such a way our team is built. Possession play, you want to play possession football, you've got to congest the midfield and play quick possession and then switch to the flanks. And Isaac and Nico, very quick players, very skillful. One-on-one, I reckon they are one of the best in the league. And hopefully in the season, they can produce what they've shown in the past few weeks and even much better. It'll be good for us going forward.
Yeah. Looking forward to Sunday's game. It's going to be a tough hit out.
It's going to be tough, but the way the team is looking at this point, I can't say any opposition is. I reckon everyone will be scared to play us because the way we play the game, the intensity we play in, which is the second week of preseason, 2023. It doesn't look as if we've taken a gas off the pedal. Everyone is stepping up their game, so I'm not worried about the opposition. I'm more worried about what we can do to the opposition. So we respect the opposition regardless of where they are, but we are out there to win the game. Pre-season game, we have to win. We have to go there with a winning mentality, which is what we're going to do this weekend, and keep the best performance and keep building on the momentum till the season starts.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Herman said there are some positive signs there.
Yeah, they're working on obviously their structure in the midfield. Because it's congested, they tend to play it wide, use their wingers. You've got Isaac, you've got Nick on the left.
Right.
Yeah, there was positive signs out there. I think the party of the coach will be happy.
Great. And what, let's also hear the party had to say what he had to say as well.
Yeah, he was happy with the 2 hit-outs against Campbelltown and Para Hills. Again, it's the team and the structure is getting stronger and better each week, each time they hit the park. Again, he's looking forward to Sunday's game. It's going to be a good hit-out. But let's watch some highlights. Partly, first of all, we'll touch on our game against Campbelltown. I think first half, boys played really well, 1-0 up, and obviously there was a few changes second half. How did you make the game out?
Yeah, for the first 60 minutes, I think the team did really good. After that, we made a lot of changes, rotation, trying to give minutes to every player and not overload the whole team with the minutes in the game. And I think for the first half and also 60 minutes of the game, the guys did pretty good. We are very happy what we saw on the pitch.
Yeah.
After, of course, when you make a lot of changes, a lot of players new, trying to get to know each other, so it's going to be a challenge one. But overall, it wasn't bad for that. It was really good.
And then we also had, during the week, we played Para Hills, which was another good knockout. And
the full 90 minutes, the boys played well.
Yeah, this game, it was really good for us. We played the team that is in the same league with us, and it was a good challenge for the guys, and everyone stepped up, and we had a good win. But this shows that every week the players are getting better with each other, and like a team we are performing better. So this is a really good indicator for the coaching staff.
Yeah, and just some feedback from all the fans and that from both games. I think they're happy with what the boys turned out on the park.
Yeah, this is good to hear, for us, the coaching, and also for the players. When we see that fans are happy with what players are giving in the pitch, this motivates us even more, because we want to give something good to them.
Okay, great. Let's now move to Sunday's games. We've got the 18s and the 23s first up, so we'll move on to our next opponent, which is West Adelaide Hellas, who we know as in the last 2 years we shared the field in multiple occasions.
Yeah, West Adelaide this year obviously have gone up to NPL. I think they surprised even maybe their own supporters. But yeah, it's going to be a strong hit out.
Great. Sunday we start with the under 18s at 1:30, who are in good form right now. They're playing really, really well. Let's listen to what the under 18s head coach had to say, Parley, today.
And Parley, on Sunday we've got West Adelaide. What are you looking for to see how your team goes?
Yeah, just to give all the players a chance to play, and looking at the structure, the shape, and just that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the 18s, and they knock the ball around quite well. I think you're going to do all right this year, the under 18s, and they're a young squad.
Yeah, we hope so. You never know with football, you can have injuries and things can happen, but we're in the right track. So.
Oh, that's good. And with training and that, are you mixing it up, or is it on the park, or are you doing other things?
When it's hot, we go to the beach. Sometimes we try to mix it up. Yeah.
Oh, good luck on Sunday, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, so great insight there from Parley. He's trying some new elements at training.
Yeah, he's mixing it up. Obviously, he's doing his structure on the pitch. A few days we've had some hot weather, so he's taking the boys down to the beach to have a run around there. But it's good for under 18s. Otherwise, they get more doing the same drills.
And they definitely enjoyed their time out on the beach on Saturday morning.
Correct,
so that was
correct.
good. Yeah, that was good for them. Perfect. Let's hear from Johnny Palumbo now.
On Sunday, obviously, we got West Adelaide. Now, it's been a bit of a mixed bag for you because you've been training with the seniors, the reserves, but I think you're fitting in now with the 18s. Hey, you looking forward to it on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to play with the 18s and get to know the boys.
Yeah. And obviously, you'll probably get more minutes on the park as well.
Yeah.
How's the training been going?
Oh, the training's good.
Yeah.
It's intense. The coach knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
And body-wise, your body's good?
Yeah, my
strong?
body's good. Yeah.
Give me your prediction on Sunday.
4-1 win.
Excellent. Good luck.
Thank you.
Great hearing from Johnny there. So Johnny, a little bit camera shy, but he had some good positive news to say there too.
Yeah, he's a man of few words. I think he's happy because obviously he's been training with the senior squad, the reserves.
Yes.
I mean, he's only a young player, so it'd be good for him to get a good hit out.
Yeah, in the 18s and good round. And
correct.
Yes.
Don't forget, I'm not sure a lot of people know, he's only 14 years old. So, and I think he's had a run around training tonight in the midfield, which I had a quick word with him after as well, which he enjoyed. And just to let people know, other than he's 14 years old, he also debuted last year for the first team against Modern Jets. He had 10-15 minutes, but he did quite well.
Great, that's good. And that's the thing, one of the strengths about Eastern is definitely developing our younger players and seeing them, giving them the opportunity in our older teams.
Yeah, our under 23s then, straight after the under 18s. And let's hear what the key player Christian Decor say.
Now, Christian, you've been at the club for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
What have you seen the differences in training?
It's definitely more intense. I guess building a connection with all the players is very useful. It's very helpful. Just building the culture within all the boys there. So coming to training, it's good vibes. Everyone wants to be there, and we're all just playing for each other now.
Yeah. Now you play more of a midfield player. You control the midfield. How you finding it with linking up with your forwards?
Yeah, it's really good. Obviously, we've got a lot of set plays in in use, so it's good to always get those coming off. And obviously playing with the blokes behind me, it's not easy for them to get that role executed well as well. So it's not just down to me getting the ball forward.
Yeah,
it's a team effort.
And obviously on Sunday, West Adelaide, what are you going to be looking for as far as your game goes?
Firstly, it'll be a good hit out, and just to get more minutes in the legs, I guess. It'll be a good hit out against a really tough side. In my own game, just getting better, going attackingly and trying to link up all the forwards, get everyone else involved, and just trying to contribute to as many attacking opportunities as I can.
Yeah, and body-wise, you all right?
Yeah, feeling better, getting better every week.
Excellent. Oh, good luck on Sunday.
Thanks, cheers.
So interesting words there by Christian. Let's move on to what Rob Stabile had to say.
Yeah, Rob's looking forward to Sunday. Obviously, they missed last week's game because of the heat policy.
Yeah. They did an internal game just with the 18s on Friday night.
Correct. Yeah. He's happy with how they're coming, and I think all these pre-season games, it builds up to season proper.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's looking really forward to Sunday's game.
Absolutely.
Robbie, I was speaking to some of the players tonight with the training. Yep, they're very happy with the execution tonight. What do you put it down to?
Look, everyone's come back from Christmas. We've had that couple of weeks. Everyone's back. Everyone's feeling a bit fresher. And I thought the training session was actually really good tonight. It was well executed. Everyone was committed to it, so it was good. Makes a big difference.
Now, Sunday's games obviously was brought forward from Saturday to Sunday. West Adelaide, they've just been promoted back up to NPL. Yep. How are you going to see the game?
Look, it's good. It'll be a challenge for us, obviously, playing an NPL side. We did play against them last year. They've brought in some new players, so we'll look, it'd be good to see how they perform in their new structure and the way they play the game. Yeah, we're pretty excited. We're ready for it. I think all the players are ready for it. We have our full squad, so it'll be good for us. Could be a good challenge.
That's good. And what are you going to be looking at? Is it your structure at the back?
Yeah, look, we tend to, from the few games we have played, the 3-5-2 seems to work for us. So we'll probably revert back to that system. We'll trial it, and if that doesn't work, then we'll look at other options come half time, make some adjustments, bring some fresh players on as we do every trial game. Trial players in different positions, and hopefully we'll get a good result.
All the best on Sunday.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so next to talk about the analysis of our next opponent and that team. So let's talk about the first team and how they're shaping up. Do you know much about West Adelaide Group?
West Adelaide, their senior coach Jim, I actually coached against him under 18s 2 years ago.
Right.
But last year they finished second.
Okay.
Again, like I said before, I think they surprised a few people.
Yeah.
They did quite well, and good luck to them. They've gained promotion to NPL. Now they've lost a few key players from last season. Nathan, he's currently at Adelaide United youth team. He's a very good player. Last year he's been pretty easily and found always a way to cross the balls. So Jim, I think, although he's lost that player, he feels like it's a big tick. Okay. He's promoted a player up to Adelaide United. So good on him.
Yeah.
They've also lost Nico Andre, who's also released by the club. He was one of their visa players that came from Fulham, and now he's just signed with Raiders. Okay. But the big loss, I think, was their captain from last year, Ricky De Silva. He's also left, like Nico. He's also signed with the Raiders for the next season. So no doubt they've lost some players. It'd be good to see what they've brought in. So again, we'll see what happens on Sunday on the park.
Absolutely. So I think you also did an interview with Jim Sahinas, and we'll hear from that now.
Jim, thanks for taking time out after training. I know you're a busy man, so I won't take up too much of your time. Last season, you looked the goods, but I don't think a lot of people predicted you guys would get promoted. How'd you manage that?
Probably just a bit of belief and a bit of change of culture, Rick. Yeah. I think that was the most important thing for us. I took a team that was scared, if I'm being honest. They would score one goal and then they would all sit back and try and defend for their lives. So I think what I had to do, mate, was get a bit of belief, and if we score one, we could score two, not to stop. And I think it was just changing the mentality of the players around and keeping a happy group. We had a very happy group, very good team cultured group.
Yeah. Also, it looks like you lost a few key players during the off season. Does that concern you?
Of course it does. You're losing any players that concerns you. I mean, look, a couple of them I probably wouldn't have, I was struggling to keep, to be honest, going to this level. The captain was a bit of a concern. Ricky De Silva is a fantastic person, a fantastic captain. So that's going to be a tough one. That's always a tough hole to fill. But he is 38. You know, it wasn't going to be the future, but he could do a job for us even now. So, you know, we just got to make do. I mean, every team loses players, don't they, boys? So it's not like we're the only one. But we probably couldn't afford to lose too many. But hey, here's what it is, man. We can't stop.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you lost Nathan. I mean, he's gone to Adelaide United Youth Team. That's a big kick for you, though.
Nathan wasn't a loss because if people know, I actually, it's an Andriola who's a friend of mine, and I told him to take him. So I'll say this in a way that, yes, it's a loss, but it wasn't a loss because I'm not going to stop any kids' careers. I'm here to develop kids and give them an opportunity in a pathway. So big loss in terms of the performance, but wow, how good do I feel being able to put a kid into that system? And apparently the kid's killing it now too. He's doing really, really well.
No, that's excellent, Jim. Well done.
Couldn't be prouder.
Now, MPL, obviously it's another level up compared to State League 1. What changes do you think you need to make to the team?
Probably at the moment, we're a little bit short in the goal scoring. I think we're going to be pretty settled defensively and through the midfield. We've made a couple of good acquisitions. We've got Cooper O'Donnell's come from Metro. A young boy, Min, who's been quite impressive. Min Park from Cumberland. And we've still got a couple to come back. So, look, I'm hoping at worst case we're competitive. At best, you know, we might surprise a few people. You never know.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. Now, obviously, we noticed that you pressed Pontian Eagles pretty hard in your last friendly. Is that something that, you know, we should expect from West Adelaide going forward?
Funny you should say that, Rick, because tonight at training we worked on a few presses, and we did a bit of this and a bit of that, and then it got to a point where I thought to myself, you know what, I think you can overcomplicate the game, and I don't think my boys were overly ready for complicating it too technically and tactically. So, do you know what? I'm just going to go back to what works for us. I'm going to live and die by the sword as a coach, and I'm going to play an attacking, aggressive brand of football that's hopefully entertaining to watch. And I'm going to stick with that. And what will be, will be. If we're not good enough, then we're not good enough.
No,
but I won't die wondering, let me tell you.
No, that's a great philosophy, Jim. No, that's good. And about us, you see, you're not... Sorry?
I'm worried about this week, mate, because we've got Eastern, and I heard they're giant killers, you know? So I said, I'm a bit worried about playing Eastern this week. I was almost so scared I was going to have to fall for the game, you know? So I was a bit worried.
That was actually my next question. What do you know about Eastern United?
Look, Gabby's a lovely bloke, and I know last year they had Karatzis there too. And the biggest thing for me that I took out of them last year is they were very clever around set pieces. They had a lot of little chinks in a lot of little tricks up their sleeve, didn't they? Gabby really said, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of little set pieces and free kicks, and actually played a good brand, and they were very quick. I noticed they had a lot of speed on the park. So my boys better be ready for it, because otherwise they'll be chasing shadows everywhere.
I'm sure it'll be a good hit out. Now, just before I let you go, Jim, what's the expectations this season for West Adelaide? And who do you think will challenge for the league title this season?
Out and out, aren't they? They're just a streak above everyone else. So we've got them, you know, we've got them first game Friday night. So that's going to be a real test, isn't it, for the first year back in NPL. I don't know. I think comments from what I'm hearing, new coach, Metro new coach, Campbelltown got Matriciano. There's a lot of, I don't know what to expect from a lot of them now. Whether they've, whether they're going to pick up and run the same as they did last year. So really, that could make the league a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
But look, I don't know, man. In terms of West Adelaide, I think if we're all being completely honest, I think statistically you see that most teams that go up come down the first year. So I think if you incorporate that, you've just got to say, just to try and survive, just try not to be bottom two. I think we have to start with that as our goal, and then anything else that is a bonus. Anything else above that will be a bonus. But we need to be realistic, don't we, Rick?
No, exactly. Oh, we had a similar situation going from 2 to 1 as well. So, no, I think that's it for tonight. Thanks, Jim, for your time, and good luck for Sunday.
Beer, Rick, yeah?
Sorry, what was that, Jim?
Beer together, won't we?
Yeah, no, absolutely. No problem. We'll see you at the bar.
I heard you're shouting everybody. Is that true?
Just you, Jim. Good
All
luck, buddy.
Appreciate it. See you, mate.
See ya.
Bye.
So, yeah, what did you gain from that interview?
Yeah, Jim's a realist. He knows what he's got, what kind of squad he's got. Either way, what he puts on the field is going to be competitive. And he's also looking at, this is pre-season, things to work on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's just going to go attacking and just see what happens.
Great. So let's have a look at our last game against them. And we've got some stats here to review.
Okay, so it looks like it was a draw, 1-1. Chances, West Adelaide, 80 chances, East United 10. Ball possession was even, 54 to West Adelaide, 46 to Eastern. Shots on target, 14. And Eastern 22. So there's a big, you can see that it was an attacking game, lots of shots on goal. Expected goals, 2.1 to West Adelaide, 2.9 to Eastern. And the passing, West Adelaide knocked around a bit. You can see the stats there, 474 to 394. Yellow cards, 3 to West Adelaide, 1 to Eastern. So it was a pretty even game.
Sorry, Rick, just to leave just for a moment. Okay, great. Thanks for unpacking those stats for us. Now let's hear what our players had to say about preparation for this match. Let's see what Herman Thomason had to say.
Yeah, so I've noticed you use the flanks a lot. You got Isaac and Nico on the flanks there.
Yes, Isaac, we use the flank a lot because in the middle we are very congested. So for a team to break us through the middle, they have to be absolutely good quality. And it also comes down to the coaches and the way they structure the team, such a way our team is built. Possession play, you want to play possession football, you've got to congest the midfield and play quick possession and then switch to the flanks. And Isaac and Nico, very quick players, very skillful. One-on-one, I reckon they are one of the best in the league. And hopefully in the season, they can produce what they've shown in the past few weeks and even much better. It'll be good for us going forward.
Yeah. Looking forward to Sunday's game. It's going to be a tough hit out.
It's going to be tough, but the way the team is looking at this point, I can't say any opposition is. I reckon everyone will be scared to play us because the way we play the game, the intensity we play in the second week of pre-season, 2023. It doesn't look as if we've taken the gas off the pedal. Everyone is stepping up their game, so I'm not worried about the opposition. I'm more worried about what we can do to the opposition. So we respect the opposition regardless of where they are, but we are out there to win the game. Pre-season game, we have to win. We have to go there with a winning mentality, which is what we're going to do this weekend. And keep the best performance and keep building on the momentum till the season starts.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
Great insight there from Herman. What did you take from that, Rick?
Yeah, it's all about the build-up. He's happy with how the team is gelling and progressing through the last 2 trial games. I think they took a lot out of the Campbelltown first half and Para Hills game. And again, he's just looking forward to Sunday's game. It'll be a good hit out, just to see where we are. Great. Then we also had a discussion with Parley, and this is what he had to say.
Now, focusing on Sunday's game, West Adelaide, obviously they've been promoted back up to NPL. How do you see this game turning out?
It's going to be a good hit up again, because that's a team that last year was in the league with us. They got promoted, and I think it's going to be a new team for them too. So it's going to be interesting to see both teams, how they perform, and we hope we have a good hit up.
Yeah, and you've got your full squad. Any injuries, anything like that?
We have a couple of players, that still need some managing with the time. Not ready to play full game or 70-80 minutes. But overall, the team is feeling good. No any serious injuries or anything like that.
Yeah, and do you know the coach from West Adelaide, Jim?
Yeah, I know Jim. For me, West Adelaide is going back. It's where I started my coaching career. and we was both in that time coaching juniors at West Adelaide, and he's a lovely person, a really good coach, and he used to be a really good player. So I'm sure that he's doing a great job there at West Adelaide.
Well,
and for me, playing against the team that started coaching a career, it's going to be an interesting game for me too.
yeah, I think it'll be a good game. So good luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much.
So what did you take from the interview with Party?
Yeah, I think Party's happy with how the boys are going.
It was definitely good on Tuesday night or Wednesday night with
the Powerhouse.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
a strong
performance.
Even after the changes they've made with the younger players, it didn't really change much the structure. They still, I think the last 5-10 minutes they scored a few more goals. So,
absolutely. It definitely looked like there was some team cohesion and gelling happening there as well.
I think the coaching staff, they're very happy as how it's training at one. Again, this Sunday it's going to be another tough opponent, but it's going to be a good hitter. Okay, so just before we go into this week's predictions, we're just going to cross to last week's predictions, how Belinda went.
I think let's do this.
Okay.
Because Rick is not here, you and Rick usually
do predictions, yes?
Yeah, you usually do predictions at the end of the show. But this time around, I'm not going to give you the prediction.
Right.
But I'm going to ask you the prediction of, first of all,
yes,
the halftime score and the full-time score, and if any goal scorers, who will score our goals.
Okay, all right. Let's go halftime score. I think it'll be Campbelltown 1-0. Full-time score, potentially. Look, I know I'm going to go 2-0 to Campbelltown. So, sorry, Gabrielle, hopefully your team our team can definitely get a goal on the scoreboard.
Listen, Belinda, next time that you need any help from me, you love that faith on me, okay?
Well, let's hopefully my prediction isn't right, and the guys can definitely get a win.
My job now is to prove you wrong.
Look forward to you doing that.
Yeah, but anyway,
we were half time, right?
I did. Look, let's go. It is time now for our predictions for this week's game. So let's hear it, Rick.
Okay, under
18s.
2-0 Eastern United.
Perfect. Sounds like definitely that it will happen with them. And I would definitely go 2-0 as well with the under 18s.
Yeah, under 23s, 2-0 Eastern United.
I will go 1-0 Eastern United. And now we'll go with the first team. Yeah.
Okay, first team.
Okay,
I'm going to go 2-0.
Half-time, 2-0.
Half-time, 2-0 Eastern United.
Okay, half-time, I'll go 0-0.
Full-time result, 3-1 Eastern United.
I will go 2-0 to Eastern United. And goal scorers, who do you think, Rick?
Nico, Tanasi, Herman.
Correct. I've got two goal scorers. I'll go with Thanasi and one of our newer players, which his name escapes me.
Isaac.
There you go. Isaac. We'll go with Isaac. Perfect. Okay, let's wrap up. Great performance during the week with Eastern. Got a couple of heavy match schedules, I think. With last Saturday playing and then during the week. But let's see how we go on Sunday.
No, we're looking forward to it. So everyone out there, come down. We've got the canteen open. Just a reminder, Sunday's first game starts at 1:30. The under 23s 3:15 and the main match at 5:30. So come on down, canteen's open. You've got food, drinks. It's going to be a beautiful day. Hope to see everyone there.
Great. Look forward to seeing you all on Sunday.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.